I'm so glad we were able to defend ourselves against those awful monsters. But we might not be so lucky next time. That's why we need to find some more seeds and complete the pastor's task as soon as we can. I've been talking with the farmers who joined us recently, and they told me about a different crop we might be able to grow. Apparently someone buried pumpkin seeds deep in the rainforest so the children of Hargon wouldn't find them. It's on the other side of Furrowfield bog. Go and have a good look around over there and see if you can find us 30 pumpkin seeds, please. Can you find us some pumpkin seeds? Someone buried their pumpkin seeds in the rainforest so the children of Hargon wouldn't be able to find them. The rainforest is on the other side of the Furrowfield bog. Just follow the path until you find it. Go and have a look and see if you can bring back 30 pumpkin seeds. They were blimmin' scary when the children of Argon attacked, weren't it? None of us were Earth, though. That's what matters. You remember what Rosie said about how we could have a forest harvest festival once we've done all the stuff we need to do for the deer tree? I can't blimmin' wait for it. I figured I could speed things along by helping you find them seeds you need. According to Pastor Al, there's an old bridge to the east of Furrowfield Bog, and they used to grow a different kind of crop somewhere on the other side.
Indeed. It is said that there was a vast tomato farm that sprawled over the area to the east of the bog, until the children of Hargon destroyed it, that is. There may yet be seeds buried beneath the soil there. With the aid of your new friend Brooke, you might just be able to find them. Just like sugarcane, there is a particular trick to growing tomatoes, or so I have heard. Alas, I have never seen them grown and can offer you no guidance in this regard. I suggest you search the same area for someone who can tell you what must be done to help the seeds you find take root.
Oh, there you go then, Tran. The rest is up to you. You find us 30 tomato seeds and find out how to make them grow too. Limonick, Tran, you did it. You braved Furrowfield Bog and brought back the tomato seeds. You asked an orc how to grow them too. You're lucky you didn't get eaten. At least you found out how it's done. You did find out, didn't you? We need to grow them properly to get the deer tree all powered up. So go ahead and get them growing. I saw the exclamation points. I just wanted to look around, see the rest of the... I saw the first exclamation point. I just wanted to see the rest, just to make sure I knew what I was doing.
Tomatoes, my favorite. Oi, you got some nerve coming up to a big bad orc like me with that dopey grin on your face. So is there something you want from me?
Nope.
You walked right up to start a conversation, but you don't have anything to say. Are you having me on? I bet there's something you want. Since you showed such guts to come and talk to me, I'll even listen to what you got to say, so spit it out. You're growing a new deer tree, and you need to learn how to farm some more plants to finish the job? That's a pretty plucky thing for a scrawny little human like you to do. Don't you know that everyone here follows the children of Hargon? You've got guts, kid, so I'll tell you a thing or two that might come in handy. Once upon a time, this whole area used to be a tomato farm. If you look hard enough, you might even be able to find some seeds still buried around the place. If you manage to find some tomato seeds, come back here, and I'll show you how to grow them. What's that? You found some tomato seeds already? I've been waiting a long time for someone like you to come along, a human worthy of learning the ancient secrets of growing tomatoes. Alright, listen carefully. To grow tomatoes, you need planting poles. You can't just stick the seeds in the ground and expect them to grow. Tomatoes can get pretty heavy, too heavy for the vines to support them. If you don't plant planting poles to hold them up, they will collapse under their own weight. It also helps to dig a ditch around your plants. If you fill it with water, the soil will stay wet without needing to be watered. Rain can water your crops for you too, but the soil will still dry out over time. You can't expect the weather to do all your work for you. You've got a field right here, so why don't you try growing some tomatoes in it? You'll need a planting pole for each seed. There should be still some stuck in the ground around here, so go and get them.
Tomatoes won't grow if you simply sow the seeds. You'll need to set planting poles into the soil first so they have something to twist their tendrils around.
Can't grow snout without a planting pole.
This stupid orc, his diet is absolutely terrible. I'm trying to help, but the children of Hargon find out I've been cooking for him. I don't know what has me more worn out. All this cooking or all this worrying about what will happen if they find out. You gotta have planting poles, yes. And then I don't have any seeds on me, I assume. Let's go find some. It's tomato seeds you want? Wait, hello human. Did you know you can sometimes find tomato seeds buried on the ground? Don't bother trying to find them yourself. You need some way of sniffing them out like a Furrowfield retriever.
You can use the stinky stuff to change the ground in all sorts of ways. Just try it and see.
Who's talking? That's the direction of my base. It's daytime. We just like manhandle that ghost. Alright. Looks to me like you've done everything the orc said. Do you reckon they'll sprout now? Either way, let's tell that orc we've done everything he asked.
You're quite the little farmer, aren't you? You made a perfect little tomato patch. Great going, Tran. Now we can grow tomatoes of our own. Say, you seem awfully adept at setting up that veggie patch, and that's a very unique hammer you're carrying. You're not a builder, are you? Don't worry, I'm not one of those children of Hargon loons. I may be a monster, but I'm a Furrowfield native, born and raised. Another builder came to this island long ago. It's thanks to his efforts that things were as good here as they were. He always looked like he was half asleep, and he was so greedy so-and-so, always raiding the larder he was. But he was always ready to go the extra mile when you needed him.
Raiding the larder?
You couldn't stay mad at him for it, though. He could grow the finest crops you ever saw. One look at those succulent tomatoes and all was forgiven. That's why I'm so excited for these ones to grow. I can't wait for a chance to taste builder-grown food again. I want you to grow as many as you can. These seeds aren't much use to me when my fingers are too fat to plant them. Oh, and there's one more thing I forgot to mention. My friend lives in the cave on the east side of the swamp. She can teach you all about fertilizer, important stuff for farming. You should go and see her. If you ever want to know more about Furrowfield, feel free to talk to me again. I'll be more than happy to help. Hello again, human. What brings you back here? Do you want me to tell you about this area?
Yes.
You see that tunnel in the wall of gray rock over there? It leads to the rainforest, where the Bodkin archers live. They're friendly to humans like you, and they know all about trees. If you're heading that way, it'd be worth your while to stop and chat. If you pass through the rainforest, there's a little peninsula on the other side, covered in tombstones. It's like it's one big graveyard. That place gives me the creeps, but I hear there's a weirdo over there who collects seeds. Sounds like the sort of thing that would interest you. Oh, and then there's my friend in the cave to the east of the swamps. She can tell you everything you need to know about fertilizer. Having some fertilizer will make growing tomatoes a lot easier, so if you haven't had a chat with her yet, you really should.
This stupid orc. Whenever I'm tired, I always find having something sweet to eat helps, but I don't have anything like that on hand. Squeak! Normally I just make some sweeties. It's really easy. You just have to cook some sugarcane on a bonfire. But I don't have the right ingredients right now. Squeak! I'd recognize that smell anywhere. You've got some sweeties, haven't you? I don't suppose I could trouble you some for some, could I? Nope. Oh, that's too bad. I even had a lovely gift ready to give you in exchange. Now that you mention it. Thank you so much. I hope you didn't go to all the trouble of making them just for me. This will give me the pep I need to keep cooking every day. Please let me give you something in return. Now you can grow some sweet, juicy tomatoes of your own. Just don't tell the children of Hargon where you got those seeds, alright?
Don't be afraid, little human. I'm a friendly orc. I love nature and everything in it, including humans. I've heard a rumor about you, that you're starting a new tomato farm. Let me tell you a helpful hint. If you want your vegetables to grow quicker, try using the stinky stuff that humans used to put on their fields long ago. Apparently they made it out of night soil and wheat. Perhaps you could try making some yourself. If you do, come and show me, won't you? I've always wondered if it smells as bad as the stories say.
Turns any surrounding earth into, I don't know that word, humus? Hummus?
Take some fertilizer, I'll take you to Tusk. Long, long ago, the humans used to cover their fields in stinky stuff to make their crops grow faster. But the secret of just what that stuff was is lost to time. Do you have any idea how it might be made? You certainly looked very pleased when I first told you about it. I like anything that's super stinky. If you ever manage to make some of that stinky stuff, let me have a sniff of it, won't you?
We can make a new one. Okay. Let's see here.
What's that smell? Oh, could it be? Human, did you make some of the stinky stuff? Well, don't just stand there. Let's try it out. Put some of it on that tilled soil behind my bed.
What you end up saying?
Spread some of that stinky stuff over the tilled soil in the back of the cave. Let's see what happens. Use some sacks of fertilizer, Grunt. Oh, that's it, human. You did it. All the tilled soil has been stinkified. Come back here. Let's see if we can work out exactly what happened when you did that. Seems the stinky stuff can turn soil to hummus. How fascinating. Hummus is fantastic stuff. Any vegetables planted in it will grow much faster than normal soil. Roughly 4 times faster, in fact. You can use that stinky stuff to grow any plant in a flash, not just vegetables. Trees will shoot right up, too. Use it well, and you'll be a natural-born nature builder. That said, you're already an excellent builder. You made that stinky stuff all by yourself. All I did was tell you what was in it. I'd shake your hand, but knowing what went into making the stinky stuff, I know where they've been. Instead, I'll give you a present. A little gift to say thanks for letting me see that stinky stuff in action. I was planning on planting those in the soil next to my bed, but I'd rather not touch it anymore. Besides, my fingers are far too fat. Even if I managed to grow some tomatoes, I'd never be able to pick them up without crushing them. I've always considered myself something of a naturalist. I love nature, and I like to think it loves me, but when it comes to actually growing something, I'm utterly hopeless.
Did I collect the hearts from the previous people I just did quest for? Use fertilizer to turn soil into nutrient-rich hummus that will accelerate the growth of trees and crops.
Hey Tran, look over there.
What do you reckon those Bodkin archers are loitering around like that? Why do you reckon? Why do you reckon? Come on, let's ask them and find out.
What's she waiting for?
A human approaches, and with good timing he does. Bodkin archers we are, green-faced warriors, guardians of greenery, and protectors of the green forest we are. But recently, to the children of Hargon, more and more of my warriors defect. Turn to the dark side they have. Turn to the dark side they have. The forest they vowed to protect, they destroy. Remain steadfast we Bodkin archers do, but not so staunch were the Bodkin boyars, and suffer them to remain we cannot. Need your help we do. Defeat the Bodkin boyar traitors, and give a gift I will give you, an amazing item that can create a forest it is. Infest our forest these purple-faced traitors do. 10 of them you must defeat. Defeat 10 of these purple-faced traitors, and rewarded you shall be. I didn't think I had 10, but the thing disappeared, so I just kind of figured maybe I wasn't counting. I guess it disappeared because I wasn't comboing them effectively. Well fought, human. Bent on destroying the forest those Bodkin boys were, but stop them you did. Oh, your secret I do. Builder you are, yes? Mention a gift I did. Here. Acorns there. Plant them in healthy soil you should, and grow a tree well. Plant enough, and a forest you shall have. And grow a forest you must. Grassy meadows too. To the children of Hargon we must not give in. Remember the alliance you must, an ancient pact between the humans, the Bodkin archers, and the fat rats. Much more to say I have, young builder, but for a long time already I have been speaking. If for more knowledge you thirst, if to hear my tale you hunger, then speak with me again. The builder I've heard so much about, you that is. So dopey you look, much dopier than I expected. When the Deity died, so too did the soil. Suffered greatly we did, hunted by the children of Hargon we were. Young builder, if to restore the Deity you intend, aid you the alliance way. The covenant ages old, the alliance is between the Bodkins, the Fat Rats, the Wigglies, and the humans. Yeah, I did read this already. That's why I was sporadic, the voicing. What's that? Did you find a new kind of seed? That must be one of those pumpkin seeds that Rosie was talking about. I wondered what it was doing there. Maybe someone dropped it. Maybe it was still somewhere nearby. Let's take a look around. We might find some more seeds. We followed the trail all this way, but our Phantom Seed Dropper is nowhere to be seen. What do you reckon? Shall we see if we can find anything else around here? we're going to finish this job. We're going to have to find some more seeds and make some bigger fields. What's up, Brooke? Is there something wrong with this gravestone? Hold on, could this be where the guy who dropped all those seeds is buried? Huh? Tran, look over there. Hey, who's there? Show yourself. Oh no, you found me. Ooh, is that a Furrowfield retriever? No wonder you sniffed me out with such a good sniffer on your side. They're such capricious creatures, though. It isn't just anybody who can tame them and train them like this. Just who are you? Let's pop that in my inventory anyways. Not that I think I'll need it. I was gonna do something, but I don't remember anymore. You've come in search of pumpkin seeds? Is that so? When I was alive, I used to grow pumpkins. I would hide the seeds to keep them from the children of Hargon. Not only did they try to steal my seeds, they turned my beautiful church into an unholy shrine of destruction. Oh, whoa. If only there was a builder on the island, one who could repair the damage they've done. What? You're a builder? You don't look like one. In fact, you don't look like much at all. If you truly are a builder, perhaps you could restore the church to its original form. If you did, I could give you some seeds in return. Meet me in the church. I will explain what you must do. Behold, builder, the children of Hargon have turned my holy altar into this hideous abomination. It just won't do. Hideous? I don't know about that. I think that statue looks kind of cool. Oh, I can't stand it, and I want you to smash it into pieces. It's not just a statue, builder. I want you to rebuild this entire altar to something more suitable. If you really are a builder, then this should be a piece of cake for you. Tran draws out a holy altar blueprint. Ooh, this must be a blueprint. Looks just like the old church altar. The old goddess statue and altar are still hidden in the storeroom at the back of the church behind some crates. You can use them to complete the blueprint and restore the altar to its former glory. Please repair my church. I can't wait to see you finish this blueprint and restore the altar to what it was like before. When something's gone wrong, it's always the children of Hargon behind it. Come on, let's hear what the ghost has to say. I did what the guy in the intro win. Tran completes the Holy Altar blueprint. Ooh, my altar's as good as new. Thank you. Thank you again, Builder. It was amazing to watch you at work. This church was constructed long, long ago by a builder who came to Furrowfield, you know. In fact, he made almost everything around here. He turned the whole island from a barren wasteland into a bountiful utopia. But if a builder did all that, how come everyone around here believes they bring nothing but desolation and despair? Well, that's a long story. Hold that thought. We've got company. What is the meaning of this abominable altar? What do you boneheads think you're doing destroying an unholy altar to Hargon? And even worse, building something new in its place. It's the children of Hargon again. Come on, Tran, let's teach Bone Boy here a lesson. I don't want to fight inside the church. What? It's as hard as bone. Sorry about the place, man. Ooh, I was so scared there. I thought I might die. Again! Thanks for fighting off those fanatics, Builder. And thanks to you, too. You may have pointy ears and strange, spooky eyes, but you certainly know a thing or two about fighting. What are you, anyway? There's such a powerful aura of destruction about you. What are you getting at? I'm just me. Well, if you say so. You've been such a huge help to me, I owe you my unlife. It's not much, but I want you to have these. There are more where those came from if you want them. They're hidden underground in the catacombs. You'll have to tear up the floor to get them, but they're all yours. Just promise you'll plant them in good soil and water them every day. If only you could grow a new deer tree and hold a harvest festival too. I'd be so happy I think I'd depart this world altogether. What? You're planning to do exactly that? And I could come and join in when you do? I'm so happy I could... Wait, is this a trick? Are you trying to make me so ecstatic that I disappear for good? Sorry, I'm just being paranoid. I hope to see you again soon. Good luck with your mission, and don't forget the pumpkin seeds in the basement. I already took them, actually. But let's go ahead and smash this up anyways. I like to leave things exactly as I found it. Other than things that need to be blown up, like the altar and stuff. I'll never edit that out. Is that a zombie right up above me? I don't know, what should I have less of? Tomatoes or pumpkins? I forget that I actually have to deal with them. What are they in line for? How long will this take? I can't wait. Is that for the bathroom? Because the door's over on this side. Oh, it's for the bath. Is it just one person at a time? No, okay. Yippee! We did it, Tran. We did it. Furrowfield is back and better than ever. We've done everything we need to keep the Day Tree happy too. Huh? Look, Tran, there's so much power flowing through the Day Tree. Let's go and have a closer look. I'm trying to plant here, because no one else will do it. The Day Tree grows even bigger. It's so beautiful. It's more wonderful than I ever imagined. Blimey, all the energy from the plants we grew has flowed into the Day Tree. I'm just about moved to tears thinking about it. Wahahaha, perhaps we can restore life and light to the island after all. We shall drive the ill wind from these fair shores once and for all. The Day Tree's growth proceeds apace. Perhaps with time it will reach its full size and its full strength. But I fear the children of Hargon will seek to destroy it long before then. I must consult with the brainy baboon before it is too late. But before that, it's party time. Today's the day Furrowfield Farm's finally back on its feet, and if that ain't enough to warrant an harvest festival, I don't know what is. Well said, Perry. Hear me, humans. It is time for us to celebrate a job well done. Thanks so much for all your help completing Pastor Owl's task. I really appreciate it. And you look pretty pleased too. Just look at that grin on your face. Seems like someone's looking forward to the Harvest Festival. We can't start the celebrations just yet. I think some of the other villagers have things they want to do before we begin. And as our resident builder, you're the only one who can turn their dreams into reality. As soon as you finish seeing everyone's needs, we can start the party. So it doesn't become a super large field? Wonder why not. Ooh, Tran. What's that I smell? Have you found an acorn, have you? If you plant an acorn in nice healthy soil, you'll get a nice healthy tree for your troubles. That's another great way to green up the island, Sotis. As far as I'm concerned, acorns are the next best thing after worm food when it comes to greenery growing. So go right ahead and fill this farm with trees. You just have to put an acorn in good soil to get a tree growing, but it takes forever for them to grow to full size. If you're not a fan of waiting, you can always use some fertilizer before you plant the acorn. Then your tree shoot right up so it will. Tran, Wrigley. I couldn't help but overhear you talking about planting trees. And I just want to let you know that I think that's an absolutely wonderful idea. But if we're going through all the trouble of growing a grove of trees, why stop there? What I really want is a way to play with them. Now isn't that a fine idea? Let's grow ourselves a nice big tree and dangle some off it to make a lovely little playground.
Yay!
Nothing beats worm food, but trees certainly come close. That's why I wanted to plant some trees around this here farm. Hey, it's so hard to grow. Just plant an acorn and some healthy soil, but they take a while to reach full size. If you can't be bothered waiting, scatter some fertilizer about before we plant them, and that tree shoot right up so it will. Off you go then, me and some. And once that tree's fully grown, put something fun on them so we can all have a good old play about. Will he make a grove of trees, will he? You're doing ever so well, Tran. I want to help too. I shall make all sorts of delicious food for the Harvest Festival. So, when are you going to plant them tomato seeds you braved the bog for?
The tomato, my one weakness.
I have never seen so much as a tomato.
I can offer no guidance on how they are grown.
I just suggest you try whatever methods you learned in Furrowfield bog.
Hang on a minute, Pastoral.
I thought you knew everything there was to know about growing plants and all that. I'm starting to think you're not the all-knowing oracle you've made yourself out to be. Have you really earned the right to wear them Jackie-decorated robes?
Silence, Mordo.
When did I make such claims? I merely stated I know almost everything. Limonec, have mercy, Pastor. Please, I didn't mean it. So Tran, the orc you met in the bog taught you all about how to use planted poles, right? In that case, I'll leave you to it. Set up one of them poles and let's see if we can't grow a tomato seed into a tomato sprout. A juicy... Hello, Tran. How's the tomato seed growing and coming along? You need some planting poles to grow them, right? But you already know more about that than I do, don't you? In that case, I'll leave it all to you. I can't wait to see one of the tomato seeds sprout. The juicy tomato will be girt lush. Wow, Tran, you found all the pumpkin seeds we need. Now we're one step closer to restoring the Dia tree to its original majestic glory. Where did you find all the seeds anyway? There was a ghost guarding them? They must have meant a lot to him when he was alive for him to watch on them after death. Which means he must really have faith in you to entrust something so important to you. So don't let them down. Treat those pumpkins with the care they deserve. Pastor Al tells me they should be quite easy to grow. You just need to plant the seeds and till the earth and water them, just like cabbages and wheat. So let's get to it. I like that each of the different plants have certain different ways to do things. You went all the way into Furrowfield bog to find those pumpkin seeds, Tran. It would be a shame not to plant them all. Yes, Tran, you have done well to recover those seeds. The children of Hargon have been trying to destroy them for a long time now. When you plant them, you'll be one step closer to seeing the Dia tree completed. Your hard work would not only produce vegetables, but also bear fruit. You heard the pastor, Tran. Let's plant those pumpkin seeds. I want to see them sprout. Can you grow some pumpkins? Go on, Tran. Plant one of those pumpkin seeds. I want to see it sprout. Our journey was long and perilous, Tran, but the harvest festival is nearly upon us. Just waiting on stuff now. And in this cave, I met a rat I couldn't talk to. Maybe I can talk to him now. Yeah, I can. You can see the hammer icon. Wait, what are you doing here, human? How did you get past all those ants? This entire cave is an ant's nest. I thought they were on our side, but apparently not. They're not pro-rat. They're anti. If I try to leave now, they'll eat me alive. Speaking of eating, if I don't find my next meal soon, I'll starve. Squeak. You think you can find me some wheat to munch on? If you bring me 20 sheaves of wheat, I'll give you some wonderful grass seeds. They'll turn horrible slimy mud to beautiful green grass. Be a good human and bring me 20 sheaves of wheat, would you? Squeak. I'll pay you back in grass seeds that you can use to turn spoiled soil into terrific turf. Alright, gotta go get it now. Hello human, have you brought me that wheat I asked for? I've been stuck in this ant's nest without a thing to eat for a while now, and I'm just getting a little antsy. I'll sell you some grass seeds for 20 sheaves of wheat. That's the deal on offer. What do you say? Nope. Wheat? I can't believe you dashed my hopes like that. Well, I'm not going anywhere, so if you ever change your mind... Yeah, fine. Squeak, thank you, Squeak! You have no idea how hungry I was, or how delicious wheat is for us rats. Anyway, I said I'd give you some grass seeds, so here you are. Consider us square. Squeak? What, didn't like one of the rats I meet early on not want wheat? He wanted like my cabbages or something? Maybe, maybe not. I forget. Speaking of grass, apparently there's a green-faced grass-growing fanatic somewhere near Furrowfield Bog. That's the sort of thing that interests you. So I'm missing one Draki. Which Drakis do I own? I own the yellow and red. I must have kept walking past it. Alright, let's see what the surprise is. Alright, so... I wonder if it's in that order or what. One, two, three, four, and then blue, red, yellow. Cracky stack. That's the surprise, or did I get the order wrong? I only did it this order because I'm trying to think of... I was trying to think of like the order of their power or something. Alright, tomatoes up first. Get in, Tran. That's the tomato seeds sprout. That's blimmin' fantastic. Once those sprouts are fully grown, they will bear fruit, plump, juicy, blood red tomatoes. The beauty of flavor in a freshly picked tomato cannot be overstated. I hope you didn't forget our promise, Tran. Once we're done rebuilding Furrowfield Farm, we're having an harvest festival. Seems like everyone used to get dressed up dead fancy on the day of the festival back in the day, and dance till daybreak. I heard the costumes are pretty exciting. It's fun to imagine what these air-raising, spine-tingling costumes might have looked like, isn't it? Hang on a minute, Tran. Don't give me that look. I wasn't imagining anything inappropriate, was I, Pastor Al? Was I, Pastor Al? Don't bring me into this, you mud-minded miscreant. I haven't the least insight or interest in your frivolous fancies. Well, anyway. Go on, Tran. Plant plenty of tomatoes and get us ready for the harvest festival. I like the sound of this harvest festival everyone keeps going on about. I can't wait to see what it's really like. I think that's the same as I've always have. I just built something with... Oh well, alright. I'll find some place to put it. I'll put it in my bedroom. Haven't shown it off yet, but it's up here. This is where the... Oh, that ladder's for continuing work on this place. I'll go and take it down for now. Now I can build shingles, though. Oh, here it is. The sign says this is Tran's room. 2 beds makes it a bedroom. 1 bed gives it nothing. I don't know, I actually went to sleep. Why not? Because of this thing? That would keep the chest from opening. Yeah. Pumpkins in that yet? Wait, is that 1 pumpkin ready? Yes, the seed sprouted. We've grown a little pumpkin plant. I've heard so much about pumpkins. Apparently they taste great when you grill them. And they're really good for you too. I can't wait to try some for myself. Soon enough we'll have the deer tree back to full strength, but I'm not sure what will happen then. I've been studying it day and night to try to figure out its mysteries.
Speaking of mysteries, the ghost back in the graveyard mentioned something strange. He said there was a builder who lived on this island long ago, and he's the one who turned it into a utopia. If that's true, then when did everyone start believing that builders spread desolation and despair? If you ask me, it's not just a deer tree that's shrouded in mystery. This story about the builder is too.
Once we've done everything we need to do for the deer tree, we can hold a harvest festival. It'll be so much fun. Eye-watering whack-a-lights, Tran. Furrowfield Farm is looking finer than ever. The long-awaited Harvest Festival approaches. Which brings me to my request, though I'm sure you already have an inkling as to what it might be. That's right, my boy. I need you to ring the builder's bell, sending our building skills skyrocketing, and bringing more willing workers to our farm. Something tells me your next bell ring will bring about a building renaissance of sorts. Don't ask me why, it's just a feeling I have. So, Tran, your mission is clear. Fill your fellow villagers' requests, earn their gratitude, and ring the builder's bell once more. Wahaha, Tran, you've done it again. The people of Furrowfield are filled with more building power than ever before. I, for one, am overflowing with an uncontrollable urge to build. I just need to make something. Hopefully we can find a constructive outlet for this constructive urge. I'm eager to see what opportunities present themselves. By the way, Tran, have you given any further thought to the matter we discussed before? Wahaha, I'm talking, of course, about who should be mayor. Our mayor. I'm sure you agree I've got the best beard for the job. I see that enigmatic smile upon your lips, young man. I take it this means you approve of my appointment?
Absolutely not.
Pastor Al. Any leader worth following is chosen not by the business of his beard, but by those he would lead. I suggest you take some time to reflect upon this fact and reconsider your approach. Brr, Pastor Al, how could you dash my dream so cruelly? But I will not give up. Tran, rest assured I shall do what it takes to become the finest mayor this village could ask for. Dude, get over it. Wahaha, our farm gets bigger and better by the day, Tran. It'll be time for the Harvest Festival before we know it. First time I've had to clean these pots out. Can I use this at all? Huh. Okay. One at a time, I guess. Let's build another one then.